Over the past year, the federal government has been on a reckless spending spree with your money. This Congress and this administration have tried to spend, borrow, and tax their way back to prosperity. This doesn't work, and last week I thought I heard the president suggest a new course. During his State of the Union address, President Obama pledged to tighten our nation's belt and get serious about reducing the deficit and growing our economy. But as they say, promises build hope. Keeping promises builds trust. Days later, the president proposed a record $3.8 trillion budget that will result in another record deficit over the next year and trillion-dollar annual deficits for the next decade. And today, rather than tightening our belts like the president suggested, the Democrat leaders in Congress increased our nation's debt limit again. Keep in mind, they just did it in December. And now, as we again approach the debt ceiling, they passed the largest single debt increase in our nation's history. And what have Speaker Pelosi and the Democrat majority done since they last raised the debt ceiling to show they're serious about fiscal responsibility? During the month of January, the House named 5 post offices, congratulated 7 sports teams, authorized $50 million to purchase beachfront property in the Caribbean, and allowed 0 votes to reduce spending to lower the deficit. These spending habits are unsustainable. They are threatening our nation's long-term stability. They're threatening our national security, and they are burying our kids and grandkids under mountains of debt they shouldn't have to pay back. Kansas families are struggling, and the policies coming out of Washington are making it harder on them. It's time to stop making promises and start making sense.